your collab queen, and experts come to me when they are ready to enhance their visibility, their impact, and their revenue. But the experts that I work with, they want to do that by collaborating with other experts, and we do that in our Success Tribe. Sound like your jam? You want to go ahead and join us in our Success Tribe group? Just go to thesuccesstribe.com, and we can't wait to see you there. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Hey, Taria.
Hello, Deanna. How are you doing, darling?
I am well. Listen, y'all, Taria and I got back from Ghana a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And we have been doing all the things, running at such a pace. And we were like, you know what, let's slow things down a little bit. And connect with the people because it's a new year, which is exciting. And in this new year, it's important to really make sure, I think that you're resetting and you're giving folks the opportunity to really understand how to make true connections that matter. So first, let's do introductions. So y'all, I'm Deanna Jean. Folks in the internet world call me your collab queen. And they call me that because I truly believe that collaboration is much stronger than competition, especially when it comes to sales, believe it or not. Believe it or not, sales to me is a team sport. And I get excited about sharing strategies and ways that people can truly embrace the idea of collaboration and relationships to make lots of money. It's what I love to do. It's what I love to do. And I am here with my friend, Taria Avant. Taria, please introduce yourself to the people.
Absolutely, Deanna. And just so everybody knows that we are literally live right now, let me shout out. We've got Bass Georges on Instagram from Tampa, Florida, watching us. Anybody, if you're watching on any of the platforms, make sure to go ahead and drop in the chat. Please share this video, give it a thumbs up, like, all of that stuff. But Taria Avant and it'll be April that I'll be celebrating 10 years being in the same space. Now, I've been a tripreneur before I was a real entrepreneur. So I started my entrepreneurship journey in 1999. But for 10 years, I've been working with speakers and coaches who are authors. I believe this right here is one of the best marketing tools. Yes, we're twinsies. One of the best marketing tools. However, the biggest challenge that I see with many authors is that many of them, they might launch the book and have a great launch, but after the launch, they don't know how to leverage their book. They don't know how to use their book to get on massive stages and shows and podcasts. And so we've created an entire program called the Book Profits Club, which is not only designed to help you to get on those stages, but then also what to do when you get on those stages. And so the goal is to help our authors generate $10,000 a month, working 2 to 4 hours per day. And so, so can we talk about how this sparked us doing this stream?
Let's go. So we want y'all to, a caveat ahead of time. This is not scripted. Me and Taria just talking and y'all here too. So just let us know that y'all are here in the chat, but just know whatever y'all get is what y'all gonna get. And we're not gonna be here for a long time. We're gonna be here for a good time.
For a good time.
So make sure to engage. But go ahead and give us the origin story.
So the origin story was that I had someone who literally sent me a DM of just a flyer. Like no message, no, hey, do you mind if I send you this flyer? Nothing, just a flyer in the DM. And I was like, excuse me. And one of the things that both myself and Deanna, we both talk about, like, do not be afraid to slide in those DMs, but there is a proper way to do it. And unfortunately, I didn't feel like getting into my coaching bag that day. So I just left it on red. But today, more than ever, and you know what, Deanna, I'm going to even say this. We've got to get out of the phase of trying to become a social media influencer. I know so many influencers
Yeah.
that are not really influencing. Okay. And
It's
we've got
not
to,
influencing their pockets.
right. That part. And so the goal is we want to show you here today, or just have a discussion, starting a discussion on like proper protocol, can we say, on
Mhm.
DMing? Because another thing that will start to happen, guys, is if you're sliding in these DMs and getting left on red, you will go to jail.
You
Okay.
will. You will.
So yeah, so I put a post and then Deanna said, let's go live and talk about it. I said, yeah, I think this will be a great conversation. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are. And it's so important because this transcends and translates into the entire spectrum of the types of clients that we serve, right?
Yeah.
So Taria and I both serve solopreneurs, people who are working toward that first million. But then we also serve larger organizations and corporate clients, right? Whether it be, political entities, whether it be local government, whether it be local nonprofit organizations. This actually resonates across the board, right?
Mhm.
So when we're talking a lot about how do we take these followers, because the reason people do this is because they've been told, listen, if people are following you and they're following you for a reason, everyone that follows you is a potential client. Yes,
Yeah.
and right? Yes,
And
because at the end of the day, you can't take somebody that doesn't know you at all. Think about what it would be like to literally have somebody that you met for the very first time at church, at an event, at a gathering, and to
right.
go from, hey, my name is Taria, to you want to move in together? Like, that's basically what you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And then walking away.
Right. Not even waiting for a response. Like, here you go, bye.
All right, bye, girl. Not even let me know, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think it's important to think about the idea that, yes, we say it's important to be a person, and being a person means that you have to start to personalize conversations. You can't just leave it in the general space. You make a post on LinkedIn around thought leadership. You make a post on Facebook. You then have to make a personal connection. But remember the two words: personal connection. Personal connection. So when you're thinking about going into somebody's DMs, remember, before anybody's going to buy something from you, if you've ever heard me speak, you know what I'm going to say. You have to build know, like, and trust,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And people get to the know place, and then they're like, all right, you trust me, I'm going in.
Assuming.
That's
Yeah.
the person that pitch slapped you, right? That put the flyer in, right?
Right. Yes.
So
Yes.
first things first is, actually be a person, have a conversation. Think about being in the DMs like you're sitting down and you're talking to somebody at a table that you met maybe in a larger networking event.
Exactly.
What are you going to say to that person?
Right.
Right? So, Taria, first interaction that somebody's having, let's say I make a post, right?
Yeah.
Because we're going to give you actionable things to do. Whether y'all do it or not is up to you. We're going to give you actionable things to do. Make a post that engages people who are my potential client.
Yeah.
Now I see that people are engaging, and I want to go ahead and I want to message somebody. I want to go a step further to go from that no to the like piece.
Yes.
What do I do?
Oh my gosh. So this is so important. First of all, once they have engaged, then that means that they're now going to start seeing your posts, which is important to also remember, right? So when somebody does engage, especially if it's in alignment with connecting to what my offer, what my program is, my transformation, I'm going to then send them a DM. So let's just pretend Jane Doe sent me commented on my post, So I'm now going to first like the comment, and then I'm going to probably say, Jane, check your DM, because let me tell you another thing. When you tell someone to check their DM, now you're going to start getting more comments on the post, because they're nosy. They're like, well, what's going on in the DM?
What she gave her?
Right. What's going on in the DM? Let me leave a comment too. And so when I message Jane, no, it's not a long dissertation about come to my workshop and things like that, or it's not a long message about, hey, this is who I serve it, It's very short. Hey, Jane, I noticed you commented on my post. Thank you so much for that. By the way, I help speakers and coaches learn how to leverage their books to grow their business. Tell me, what is it that you actually do?
There
Boom.
you go.
we finish it with a question. It
Question.
is so important. And notice it's short. I always like to say, try to keep your messaging concise, Deanna, because nobody wants to read this long paragraph. By the time the first couple of lines, they didn't check out.
And
So,
no, so important. But again, think about in real life. And we live in an age and a stage now where our attention spans are so short, right? We are used to these snippets, these, vignettes, these really quick things. Think about when you meet somebody for the first time, right? So I'm gonna use an example that everybody is probably familiar with, right? Let's say you're a young woman, and Taria and I are almost exactly the same age, right? So we're not gonna tell you the
auntie age. They calling us aunties now. I don't know.
I'm not even getting into all that. I'm just saying Taria and I are about the same age, right? And when we were younger, there was a such thing as, and maybe it still does exist, where young men would catcall, right? Like to get your attention, get your attention, right? Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like they weren't trying to have like this long conversation with you. They wanted to say something to get your attention, for better or worse, for better or worse. In this instance, you want to say something to get people's attention for better, right?
Yes.
The people who are more effective at being able to gain my attention personally, right, were the ones who did not catcall but said something that intrigued me, or that made me laugh, or that made me feel like this is not something that you say to everyone else, and made me what? Respond.
That's the key.
The first thing that you want people to do is to respond, and preferably in a positive way.
Yes.
Not something from you.
Right. Absolutely. And another thing is, everybody loves talking about themselves.
Yes.
So if you even open up the opportunity for someone to just get a chance to introduce themselves, baby, this will create the trust. Because think about it, Deanna. You ever had a conversation with someone and they just kind of learn how to be really good at listening to you, and then at the end you're like, man, this was a great conversation.
You the only one talking. You are such a great conversationalist.
Man, you're
the
amazing.
Best conversation I had all year.
You're telling everybody, I met this lady, and she is just,
she's an amazing.
You got a chance to talk. And so that, honestly, guys, when you get that, and this is the thing, it is a numbers game. You're not going to always have everybody to respond, but the ones who do, this is going to create opportunity. Now, Deanna, the next question I want to ask is, so once we get them to respond, because I think this is the biggest fear, it's one of two different things. Number one is, how long do we have to keep going back and forth? And what is the goal? What's the end in mind from getting them to response? And then what about, like, should I message my best friend that commented on the post too? Like, how do I, because, sometimes I'm, my Facebook, it's just a whole lot of friends and family commenting. Right. And so I don't, I'm a little nervous about messaging and DMing people, because these people know me personally. So what is your response? 2 questions, end in mind, and who do I respond to?
Yep. And see, I told Taria we're going to be here for
I'm sorry.
Not a long time. So I'm going to answer these questions.
I can't help it. This is a good conversation right here.
Make sure, because y'all will be able to, go on. Y'all can take all these notes, right? But no,
we're gonna invite you to the next.
You're gonna have an opportunity to join us for the next. And if you want to hang out with us a little bit more than just put next inside of the comments, and we'll tell you how you can stay connected to us. But the first thing is the end in mind. Remember, it's phases. Know, like, and trust. So here is a caveat that I will give you. If you are connected at all to sales processes, so that's me. I'm the sales process girl, right? There's a process for everything when it comes to sales. Everything has an entry point, and it has what we call an exit criteria. That's what we call an exit criteria. So when you're looking to make that initial connection, your exit criteria, remember, you want to go from know to like.
Yes.
So how do you know that people like you? They are starting to share more. The conversation becomes a little lighter. Their answers become a little longer, right? Maybe they're asking you how they can help you. That is your exit criteria from going from no to knowing that now you're in that like phase. And if you're trying to figure out, well, what do I say? What do I do? Listen, this is the thing. It's going to be different for everyone.
Absolutely.
Right? It's going to be different for everyone. Here's what I tell my clients. you have to challenge yourself to always ask the next best question.
Come on now.
That will get people to genuinely like you.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to say, do you like me? Can I ask you this question now? No, you're not allowed to do that.
Check yes or no.
Right. Check yes or no. You want to be my friend? Check yes or no, right? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You have to challenge yourself, because if you're watching this, I know that you are an experienced, credentialed, professional entrepreneur. Your deductive reasoning skills are strong.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna give you no script. What I'm saying to you is that the goal is for you to keep asking the next best question until you know that that person likes you. How do you know they like you? They're saying, tell me more. What do you do?
Yeah, there you go.
You. That is how you are getting to the like phase. All right. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, none of this stuff works, unfortunately, if you have not curated an ecosystem.
Yep.
Where the people that are liking, loving, lurking, commenting on your stuff are actually part of the ecosystem of your ideal clients.
Not your friends and family.
This don't work. If it's only your uncle Juju,
yes,
your grandma, and your cousin TT. It doesn't work as well. Yes, you need those people too, because they're gonna feed the algorithm and they're gonna hype you up.
Yes.
But this only works when you've done a good job of curating your ecosystem, making sure that the people that are following you have some ideation, have some makeup of your ideal client. That is how that works really well. If you are watching this and you're saying, Deanna, I don't know if that's the case.
How do I figure this out?
Ecosystem, then go ahead and send me a DM as a person and say, Deanna, how do I curate an ecosystem of buyers? And I'll give you a tip. All right. One tip.
Yes. One tip.
First tip is free. After that, we already know. So, Taria, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign out. But you and I both give people the opportunity to actually take this to another level with, you meet somebody in the DMs. Next best thing you can do is actually be in an environment with this person.
Yes, indeed.
That is a vetted environment. That is an engaging environment. Taking that online conversation offline. So, Taria, what opportunities do you give people to actually do that? To be in an environment of people where they can take those connections from online to offline?
Well, I'm glad you actually asked that, because one of the environments that we do is how we show people how to make up to $5,000 with a book, utilizing the technique of DMing. And so it's actually our 5K and 5-day challenge. And Deanna, this is what I'm going to do, because I'm feeling really good today. In fact, it was actually supposed to start this week, but we're going to start it next week on Tuesday. Anybody that is watching this video, and you actually register for my free masterclass, I'm also going to give you a general admission ticket to the 5K and 5-day challenge. And we're going to show you an exact technique. Even if your book you haven't even thought of the book, right? We're going to show you how to utilize DMing to be able to earn some initial income. And so this is, I'm in the book space. So I have literally learned how to use the power of it goes down in the DMs to be able to build not only pre-sales, but ambassadors to your book. And so, I mean, and what's incredible too, and I just want to kind of edify you as well, Deanna, because the power of the DMs, when you really honestly, truly learn this, guys, because we're out here trying to get more followers. Deanna sold out of her conference, had to get more seats, y'all, by doing DMs. We ain't even seen a flyer yet. I said, Deanna, can I get a flyer, please? So I can
It's coming.
I know it's sold out, but now she done called the space and we've been able to expand the space now. Yeah. But I said, I know it's sold out, but I still want people to know that I'm speaking. So can I at least get a flyer?
It's coming.
Y'all. And so anyway, so on my end, I just wanted to edify that, because we think that Let me try to get, become a big influencer on YouTube, on Instagram, on everybody's upset about the TikTok. We weren't even worried about that situation because we don't make money from the followers. We make money by leveraging the DMs. And so for those of you guys, if you want to get access to this for free, again, this is a $97 class, 100% for free. All you got to do is go to 10kbook.com. And if you're like, I don't even have a book idea, don't even worry about it. I promise you, at the end of this challenge, you're going to love it. And so you're going to have an idea. So 10k book.com, because we help you to get to $10,000 a month working 2 to 4 hours a day. So 10kbook.com, that's my free masterclass. But it'll also, everybody that's in there today on January the 24th, by the end of the day, I'm inviting you guys to our challenge for free.
Listen, that's a big gift. That's a big gift.
Huge.
And I am excited about that. So shout out to Taria for that. Hey, Gail, we see Gail is here. Gail is actually going to be with us at the Connect and Collab Summit.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, we were just talking a little bit about that. I can't wait to come to New York. It's been a minute since I've been to New York too. So.
Listen, so my gift, right? Because, I believe that it's so important to take those online conversations offline. You heard Taria mention that the Connect and Collab Summit sold out. We had to get some more seats. We have gotten some more seats. And they are limited. It's on March 13th in New York. This is not a virtual summit. It's in person, but this is a place where you can come to set those relationships that you have created online on fire by now connecting, collaborating. Taria is one of the amazing speakers that's going to be there, and she's actually going to be leading a live pitch competition with cash prizes, y'all. We are going to be having live podcasts that are going to be streamed. We're going to be talking about marketing. We're going to be talking about corporate sponsorships. How do you become a corporate vendor? We're going to be talking about taxes and wealth building, grants, government contracting. It is such a tremendous wealth of information. Our general admission tickets, we don't have any more VIP tickets. VIP is way sold out. General admission tickets are $350. But if you go ahead, and because Taria is here with us today, if you put Taria's name in the promo code, you go to successtribesummit.com, and you put Taria's name, TAUREA,
there
in the
you
promo code, you are going to get $100 off of our general admission.
Well, she didn't tell me she was doing all of this now, so I feel really, really special. Look, y'all better remember how to spell my name. Type it in the chat, y'all.
I'm gonna type it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in everything so that when this replay comes up, now please note that if you see this on the replay, it may not be available anymore because we have limited seats. We have limited seats. But if you're watching this live, or if you get it quick, then we'll continue the conversation in person. Y'all, go ahead.
Deanna, real quick, do you think if people want to know even more, like if they want us to extend this conversation, maybe we should?
That's where I was going.
Okay.
That's where I was going. So Taria, if I was up to Taria, this would be a 90-minute masterclass.
It would.
Because we literally just covered like a sliver, right? Of like, people like, wait, I'm in the DMs. I said something. Now what do I do? Like they're waiting, right? If you want us to continue this conversation, then just put a yes inside of the chat. Put a yes inside of the chat. And if we get enough yeses in the chat, Taria, maybe we'll come back and do another little session like this.
Give some more techniques, okay?
Give one more. We're gonna give one at a time.
Yeah, one more. Deanna don't come cheap, y'all. I just want y'all to know. I had to pull her leg a little bit. Like, listen, she was like, we only gonna give him 5 minutes. I said,
look, we here. This 2020. We got to go. Listen, we appreciate. Look, Gail is like, yes. We appreciate y'all so much. Taria, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank
Cannot wait to see you in March. Y'all join Taria's 10K challenge. Join Taria's challenge. It's 10kbook.com, right?
Correct.
10kbook.com.
$10,000. 10K book. And we're getting. I'm over here on Instagram. They saying yes too. Latricia, Dr. Andre.
All right.
We get a lot of folks. They say it, Deanna. They want us. They say yes.
I'm gonna have to see. All right.
They say help. me.
We're gonna talk offline and figure out what we could do. But y'all, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and play us out. Y'all, the video that I'm playing is actually a video that was curated by Taria and her team. It is dope. It has gotten me booked. So if you're even curious about how to get one of these, then go ahead and DM Taria. Thank you, Taria. And I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.